I have always loved that song, and one day I was on lunch break from a job that I absolutely was miserable in. Did you ever have one of those? Soul-sucking. Filing huge blueprints. And I was grateful for the job. I was working temp at the time, newly divorced, mother of a 4-year-old. And I was just bereft. And so had left for my lunch break, and I came back, and as I parked, had the radio on, and Johnny Nash.
There it is.
I can see clearly now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you find your joy? Where do you find your heart trees? Where do you find God in those times that you're feeling bereft, that you just don't know? And then to find your way out of it. So I left that temp job. I called in and said, I just can't do that. And I don't know where I went next or what I did next to return to school. I don't know. Here I am today, many, many years later. But in our darkest of times, if we're quiet, we can see clearly now. I want to share with you the book that we are going to be using coming up in the next couple weeks in our book study, Listen, Beloved, by Martha Smock, a Unity minister. It's a book of narrative and prose. But I want to share this with you. Blessed are you, for you are healed now. Blessed are your eyes, for they are the eyes of God. Blessed are your ears, for they are the ears of God. Blessed are your hands, for they are the hands of God. Blessed are your feet, for they are the feet of God. Blessed is your heart, for it beats with the love of God. Blessed is your body, for it is alive with the life of God. Blessed is your mind, for it is filled with the intelligence of God. Blessed is your spirit, for it is quickened by the Spirit of God. Blessed are you in heart, mind, body, and spirit, for you are one with God's love, life, intelligence, and power. Blessed are you, for you are healed now. Whatever is going on in your life, whatever you may be experiencing in your own personal life, in the life of your family and friends, in the life of the world, we are always at a point of healing when we recognize that we are blessed and that we have the power of the divine within us. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. If you want to eliminate the suffering in the world, then eliminate all that is dark and negative in yourself. Truly, the greatest gift you have to give is that of your own self-transformation. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. I'm going to skip forward here. How do we eliminate all that is dark and negative in ourselves? Because Lao Tzu really puts forth quite a statement, doesn't he? And it would be easy to gloss over that with spiritual band-aids, spiritual bypass, and just go into Om and all is well, all is good. It's all good. You know how much I just told you I really did not like that job? Is almost how much I like that pat statement of, it's all good. Because so oftentimes it is said from a place of a spiritual Band-Aid. Now, there's nothing wrong with the statement itself. It's actually a wonderful statement. But to be able to come to a place where we affirm that it's all good, and maybe sometimes it just really is, but bear with me here. Because I've had people say that to me when their life is just looking like a big ball of darkness. And so I help them rewind that a little bit and say, absolutely, in the absolute capital R reality, all is good and all is in divine order. And yet, how are you feeling right now in this moment? And oftentimes they'll just take a breath and it's like, oh, okay. It's good and wonderful to affirm that it's all good, but it's not going to do you as much good if you also don't get real about how you're feeling. To be able to look it in the face. And just name what is. Name your fear. Name your pain. It doesn't mean you're a bad spiritual metaphysician. It doesn't mean that you're an ineffective truth student. It doesn't mean you're not spiritual when you say, ouch. It is through saying, ouch, that you come into a place, hopefully, of willingness, gentleness, and observation. And from that place, you can do your spiritual work of finding your authentic voice. And from that authentic voice, you find your strength and the truth and the love. Dave Scott shared this with me last week. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. It's by David Myers. The tectonic plates are shifting. I know you feel it. Things are being brought into the light. What was hidden is being exposed. Nobody is getting out of here unnoticed. It can all be very overwhelming, but take heart. I say this as confidently as I can. Love gets what love wants in the end. Remember, the light always shines, and the light always overcomes the dark. And we can begin right now to partner with her with love, to join the chorus of voices declaring that bigotry, racism, and war have no place in our future. Those things are, in fact, in our past, and time only knows how to move forward. So give ourselves today to the reconciliation of all things, to co-labor with the infinite creative process of love, to bind ourselves to the underlying hum of everything that sustains us, the grace of existence itself. I love that to bind ourselves to the underlying hum of everything that sustains us, to that God vibration, to love. I say every week we are taught there are only two things, either love or fear. And we get to choose which we're going to embody. Because fear will come up. And we get to see it. And go, okay, I see you. And I'm not going to let you overtake me. I'm reading a series of books right now that deal with it. They're just cozy mystery novels, things that I can go to right now that I don't have to think about and I know always have a good and happy ending and nobody gets seriously hurt in the ones that I read. And in this particular series right now, it's a person who sees dead people and she has great abilities of psychic and mediumship. And her mother taught her at a very young age, because her mother is also has the same gift. And her mother teaches her that it is a gift to say to the entities that show up that would appear to want to cause harm, I am more powerful than you. I am more powerful than you. And I love that affirmation. Whenever our fears come up, whenever our agitations come up, to be able to see it, to recognize it. Unity Minister Richard Levy, I remember one year at Asilmar, sitting in one of his workshops. He was the funniest guy. Oh my gosh. He passed on a few years ago, but he talked about our fears and our anxieties and all of those crazy things that can go on in our minds are like little chickens running around pecking at our legs. And they just peck, peck, peck. And they don't go away until you pick them up and see them and say, hi there, little fuzzy one. I love you. Now go play somewhere else. But I always remember that teaching of his. It greatly impacted me on those early days of being in Unity. Of seeing what is actually happening, and from that place, bless it. Come into a place of observation and a place of willingness to do the work, and then to be, oh, so very gentle with yourself. We have great capacity within us to be the light and the love. I'll just share this because it keeps popping up. But this came into... I could have had you sing this, John, but that would have been a little intense. But now some of you are going to be humming this all afternoon. Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. During the Vietnam War, Buffalo, Springfield. There's a lot going on right now. A lot going on in our world, and many of us have many feelings about it, different varying feelings about it. But we can see it, and we can say, yes, I see you, and I am more powerful than you. I am stronger than you. I am stronger than you. I embody love. I embody light. I embody peace and compassion. Because as David Meyer says, the tectonic plates are shifting. And I think we can all feel it. There is truly something happening. And only time will roll that out. Robert Brummett, another Unity minister, one of my teachers, as you align your heart's deepest desires with the direction of evolution, you'll become God's hands and feet, raising global consciousness and creating the best experience of life for yourself and others. Align your heart's deepest desires with the direction of evolution. Unity is not a static spiritual teaching. We are a teaching of forward thinking, of growth, of evolution. Remembering always that Charles Fillmore, one of our co-founder with his wife Myrtle, famously said, and we quote all the time, I reserve the right to change my mind. I reserve the right to grow and evolve and to become more. I have no idea where I am here. Remember last week I shared Anita Morjani's story. Love yourself fully. That's your purpose. That's what you're here to do. That was the gift that she got from the near-death experience that she had. When she was at that point of, do I go or do I stay? And she came back into her body with this message: love yourself fully. That's your purpose. That's what you're here to do. And I trust, based on her writings, that that is what she has been learning to do. And she takes that message out into the world. As we heal ourselves, we are able to reach out and be there for others as well and to lift them up. So, before I close, I want to share one more reading from Martha Smock. Your song of life. With every beat of your heart, with every breath you draw, you sing a song of life. All the forces of your being, every atom and cell, join in this song of life. Like a mighty heavenly chorus, you sing a song of life, and there is no discord in you. There is perfect agreement with the good. There is willing acceptance of life. There is healing in mind and body. You sing a song of life, and there is no fear in you. There is perfect trust. There is absolute reliance on God's healing power at work in you. You sing a song of life, and you feel strengthened and restored in every part. You sing a song of life, and you feel enfolded in God's love. You feel blessed, upheld, sustained, and comforted. You sing a song of life, and life sings its song in you. You go your way, rejoicing. Something's happening here. There's a shift happening. Many people speak of it. We can either ignore it or we can join in with it and find a way to heal ourselves and be a light in the world. And so it is.